welcome to MS Academy. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Yes, in today's lesson, in today's video, we are going to discuss about pH scale and what will happen when we add water to an acid. Yes, in what way we have to add water to an acid or a base. Yes, so see here, what do you observe when water is mixed with the acid or base? Yes, so when we mix, when we add water to an acid, it is a large exothermic reaction. It releases large amount of heat. Yes, already we have know what do you mean by exothermic reaction. We have learnt in our second unit. Yes, exothermic reaction is nothing but the reaction which gives heat externally. Okay, when it releases some heat, that is nothing but exothermic reaction. Yes, so when we add water to an acid, okay, so already it contains some acid. Okay, I have taken a conical flask or any test tube. In that it contains some acid. Now to that acid I am adding water. When I add water to an acid or when I add water to a base, it releases large amount of heat. Yes, in some situations you can observe the flask may blast. So in order to avoid that, what we have to do, we have to add always a beaker which contains water. To that we have to add acid or base. Never add water to an acid or base because it releases large amount of heat. Because of that heat, there is a chance of blasting of flask. There is a chance of blasting of flask. In order to avoid that, what we have to do, always add water, always add acid or base to the flask which contains water. Yes, so that is what we have learned here. Next, let us discuss about pH scale. What do you mean by pH scale? pH scale, the P is nothing but protons. Protons means what? It means power. Protons means power. Okay, pH scale means what? pH. P means protons. Protons means what? Power. pH scale gives you the power of H terms present in the chemical equation. So in the previous activities we have learned whether it is a strong acid or weak acid, strong base or weak base. So then what is the use of pH scale? pH scale gives you an idea about how many H terms, power of H ions present in a chemical equation. Yes, how many H plus ions or how many OH minus ions are present in a chemical equation is said by this pH scale. Yes, pH scale means protons. It's a German word which means power. Okay, and this pH scale varies from 0 to 14. 0 to 14. Yes, the 7. If the pH value is 7, that is nothing but it is neutral. If it is below 7, if it varies from 0 to 7, those chemical substances are acid. If it is from 7 to 14, those are bases. If it is 7 to 14, it is base. 0 to 7, it is an acid. Yes, so here this pH scale varies from 0 to 14 with different colors. It contains different colors. Yes, so it will be same like a litmus paper. With the help of that litmus paper, it looks like a litmus paper. When you dip in that chemical substance, it gives you some color. Based on that color, we can identify what is the range of pH. What is the range of pH? Yes, you can see different colors in your textbook. Yes, so you can identify which it is. See, it varies from 0 to 14 with different colors. Based on the colors, we can identify how many H plus ions and how many OH minus ions are present in a chemical equation. Yes, now here pH scale plays very important role. Let us discuss few among them. First, pH scale in plants and animals. Yes, pH scale plays very important role in plants and animals. How it plays, let us see here. Now, you all are very familiar about acid rains. Yes, so why does this acid rains occurs? When air gets polluted due to the presence of some chemical substances in air, the output whatever we are getting, it will be in the form of an acid rains. Yes, So here you can see acid rains. Acid rains are nothing but here the rain which contains some acidic nature. Yes or not? When we expose our body to acid rains, you can feel some itchiness to our body. Yes, you will be getting some itchiness to our body. Yes, here pH scale. If acid rains, when the pH value of rain is reduced, if it becomes less than 5.6, if it is less than 5.6, 5.6 means it comes in acid rain. Yes, it comes in the acid range. Yes, the range of acid is 5.6. Yes, so when the rain pH value is less than 5.6, it causes acid rains. Yes, so we all know that when acid rains fall directly in rivers, oceans, so on so what happens? The water which are present in the rivers, lakes or ponds, they get some acidic nature. Because of that acidic nature, the aquatic life which is present over there gets damaged. Yes, so in this way the pH scale plays important role in plants and animals. Next, tooth decay. What do you mean by tooth decay? You all are very familiar with the ad which comes for Sensodyne. Yes, what you have seen in that ad? Yes, a person suffering from tooth pain. Yes, he asks you to use Sensodyne toothpaste. Yes or not? So what do you mean by tooth decay? Yes, for example, now you had your dinner. Yes, after having your dinner, all we have number of times a teacher said your parents also want you to brush your teeth twice a day. Yes or no? So why you have to brush your teeth twice a day after your meals? Why? Because the leftover food on your teeth. Yes, the leftover food on your teeth makes teeth damaged. Yes, so the leftover food which is present on your teeth, what it will do? It will reduce the pH of your tooth. Yes, when the pH value of tooth is less than 5.5. Yes, what happens over there? When the pH value of tooth is less than 5.5, it creates an acidic nature on your tooth. Because of that acidic nature, your tooth gets pain. Yes, your tooth gets pain. Means what does that mean? So you are getting some tooth decay. Yes, in order to reduce that, example I have said you to use toothpaste. Yes, so we all are very familiar that every day we brush our teeth. Every day we brush our teeth. When you brush your teeth with the paste, what you will be getting? You will getting some foam-like structure in your mouth. That means whenever you get some soapiness, a foam-like structure that resembles a base. Yes or not? That resembles a basic nature which we have learned in our introduction class. Yes, bases are nothing but soapy to touch. Yes, when you brush your teeth, yes, the whatever we are getting in our mouth, it's just like a soapy, means those are basic. As our pH value has been increased, so when acid levels are increased, in order to reduce that acid levels, we are adding base, which we have learned in our neutralization equation. Acid, we are adding base. What happens? It neutralizes. Yes, so that is nothing but pH scale. Next, pH in our digestive system. Yes, so even example, when you attend a function, you had a lot over there, all masala food and chicken, mutton, everything you had, and what happens? Your stomach, you feel sometimes, yes, sometimes we feel that our stomach is burning. Why the stomach is burning? Yes, we in our stomach it contains HCl acid with less quantity. Yes, what does that HCl acid will do? What does that HCl acid will do in our stomach? That HCl acid which is present in our stomach makes the food to digest. Yes, makes our food to digest. When we eat any spicy food, yes, and when we eat a non-veg, okay, when we eat non-veg or a spicy food, what happens? Our stomach, it releases some acidic nature. The acidic nature of our stomach increases. So here acidic nature has been increased. Because of that acidic nature, we feel that our stomach starts some burning sensation. Now our stomach contains some acidic nature. Now how can I reduce my acidic nature in my stomach? Can anyone guess that? Yes. So we go with the ENO. Yes. So when you take ENO in a glass, yes, when you add water to that, what you can see? It comes like a foam. You can see small bubbles will come on the top of a glass. Yes. So when some bubbles are coming, that says that it is a basic in nature. It is a basic in nature. Now already our stomach contains some acidic nature. The acidic nature of our stomach has been increased. So what I am doing? I am adding a base. Base is nothing but, example you can take a ENO. Yes, I am adding a base to my stomach. So what happens? My acidic nature will get reduces. My acidic nature will get reduces. Understood, ma? Yes, so in this way pH scale plays very important role even in our stomach also. Yes, so the ENO whatever we are taking, that is called as antacid. What it is called as? Antacid. We call it as an antacid. Antacids are nothing but bases. Okay, antacids are nothing but bases. Example, you can take magnesium hydroxide. Next, pH in soil. How pH scale plays important role in soil? So here we all are very familiar that in order to get a good yield, what does the farmer will do? He use some fertilizers. Yes, he use some fertilizers. When he give fertilizers to his field, what happens? Those fertilizers will get deposited in the soil. Yes, when those fertilizers get deposited in the soil, the pH of that soil gets changes. So how can I check the pH of soil? So in order to do that, let us do one small activity. Collect the soil of that field, add some water, mix thoroughly and keep aside for 1 or 2 hours. Later, you just filter those water which we have mixed the soil. The water which we have mixed in with the soil. Filter that, and the water whatever you have obtained, you check the pH by using pH scale. Yes, if the soil pH scale is acidic in nature, it's better to get a good yield, you use basic nature fertilizers. If it is basic in nature, you use acidic nature fertilizers. In that way, it plays important role in pH in soil. So these are few important things where we can see the pH scale. Yes, first of all, what do you mean by pH scale? pH scale is nothing but, P means protons. pH scale is used to identify the power of H plus value, H plus or OH minus ions in a chemical equation. Yes, pH scale varies from 0 to 14. If exactly middle 7, if the pH value is 7, it is neutral. If it is less than 7, acidic in nature. If it is greater than 7, basic in nature. Yes, so this pH scale plays very important role in few of them. Let us discuss one by one. Yes, well, we already learned that pH scale plays important role in plants and animals. Why? Because of acidic rains. Why does acidic rains occur? When the pH value will become less than 5.5. Yes, when pH value is less than 5.5. Next, to tooth decay. If pH scale is less than 5.6, it causes tooth decay. Next, pH in our digestive system. Next, pH in soil. Yes, so next, self-defense. What do you mean by self-defense? Self-defense is nothing but protecting ourselves. Self-defense is nothing but just by protecting ourselves. Yes, in order to protect ourselves, if anyone come and kick you, what you will do? Immediately you will protect yourself by putting your hands. Yes or not? In that way, how plants and animals get self-defense by themselves. Let us see. Example, you all has experienced when an ant bites. Yes or not? So what happens when an ant bites? You will start rubbing over there and you start itching over there. Yes. Yes, self-defense is nothing but protecting ourselves. Yes, for example, you all have experienced when an ant bites you. Yes, when an ant bites you, what happens? You start going on itching. Why? The ant releases some acidic nature chemical. Even when honeybee bites you, the same thing happens. Yes, so here they are protecting themselves by releasing some acidic nature. And coming to the plants, how does the plants protect themselves? Example, if you take a dog plant. Yes, in Telugu we call it as a Durdaguntaku. Yes, so what will happen when you pluck the dog plant leaves? What happens? It starts giving itching, means it releases some acidic nature. So in this way, the plants and animals are protecting themselves. The plants and animals. In this way, the plants and animals are protecting themselves by releasing some acidic nature chemicals. Yes, so they are protecting themselves. Yes, by releasing some acids. Yes, in the next topic we shall learn about the family of salts. Okay, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.